Hello, Tyler. This is Rod Risley. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing just great, thanks. Thanks for joining us today, and thank you for stepping forward to pursue this position of leadership in Phi Theta Kappa.
Absolutely.
I noticed that you've served in various leadership roles, while you've been in college, student senate, you're a regional officer in Kansas. And as you reflect on that, in those roles that you've served, what do you feel is the most important leadership skill that you've developed?
Honestly, I think the most important is delegation, because when I started out, I tried to do everything myself. And when you are trying to balance several different roles at once and try to do those effectively, you have to learn how to delegate. And so I think that that's the most important. I now know how to assign roles, leadership roles to other people to accomplish a common goal.
So how is it that you came to understand that?
Well, I would say that the biggest thing is being overwhelmed, realizing, okay, I'm not going to be able to do this to the best of my ability by myself. Mm-hmm. I'm going to have to, trust other people to delegate to get it done properly.
Mm-hmm. In your mind, do you think that you've developed a leadership philosophy?
I do think I have.
Share that with us.
My personal mission is to demand, drive, stimulate, and excite those who are working with me. And that's my biggest philosophy, is that I am able to motivate those that are working with me, to demand them, to drive them, to stimulate them, to be able to achieve whatever goals we have. And I think I do that just through having enthusiasm, and that is the biggest key, is always being enthusiastic, I think, is getting those people on board to achieve the goal.
Okay, perfect. All right, let's go into the lightning round. All right, you ready?
All right, lightning round, here we go.
All right. Oceans or space?
Space.
Nerd or geek?
Nerd.
A sunny beach or mountains?
Sunny beach.
Fiction or nonfiction?
Fiction.
Stephen Hawking or Einstein?
Einstein.
Sweet or savory?
Savory.
Morning person or night owl?
Night owl.
Cat or dog?
Dog.
A written letter or email?
Email.
Email? Well, that's good. Thank you. I think we'll give you an A on all of that.
All right. That was definitely a lightning round.
When you're talking about honors in action and the leadership skills, the most important leadership skills that one develops from being engaged in it, you talk about improved decision making. How does being engaged in an honors in action project help you with decision making?
Well, when you are doing a project like that, that involves a lot of research, and that type of thing, you have to look at that data, that information that you collect, and that's where you make the decisions. How am I going to, and how is my team going to make the biggest impact? And because I think that that's really what honors in action is about. Not only the scholarly research, but also the impact that you make based on the project. Mm-hmm. And so for me, that is decision making. You have to make decisions based on quantitative numbers of how many people am I going to impact, and what is the scope of that impact? Will they take that, and do other things with it? How far will the impact reach?
So I would imagine with your chapter, you have a lot of leaders in your chapter, and they all have different ideas of an appropriate honors and action project. How do you manage to get them to make that best decision?
Well, what I do with my chapter, here's how we start off by brainstorming, and I start off with having everyone in the room write down ideas. Well, first off, I've emailed them because, I chose email over letter. I've emailed them and told them to be thinking of it, to read over the honor study guide, and to be thinking of an honor study theme out of the honor study guide. And then they write what they want to talk about on a sticky note. That's how we started off. and then everyone gives me those. I read those out loud, and we kind of narrow it down from there. And then the discussion and the ideas, to me, seem to flow a lot better when we have all those ideas coming out at once.
Mm-hmm. So then how did you filter it down to one?
Well, I think that just as we got talking, it's kind of cool to see it work. It's kind of like a filter automatically. You start talking, and the energy in the room starts to automatically shift because it goes back to the impact. For our chapter specifically, we were looking at all of these different ideas, and then we saw what would make a big impact in our community directly, and we knew it was something that needed to be done, and we knew that a group had to step up to do it, and we wanted to be that group.
What was the project?
Well, the project we did was called Cover the Earth with Kindness, and we collected over 2,000 canned goods for food banks in our community. But the scale of this was community-wide, not just college-wide, but community-wide. I actually served on the Main Street board, and it was a community-wide project, but we actually have a Google Earth mural downtown because on Macintosh computers, we are the center, where I'm from, the center of Google Earth. But we filled the entire mural with canned goods. We called Cover the Earth with Kindness.
That's fantastic. Well, congratulations to you and your chapter for doing that. Thank you for stepping forward to pursue this position, and we wish you the best of luck.
All righty. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.